Welcome to an all-new episode of what I hope is your favorite podcast, Friend or Foe. Yeah! In this very amazing episode, I welcome the lovely and very talented Danielle Pinnock, who you've probably seen on Scandal, or perhaps This Is Us, maybe even Workaholics. She currently stars as Ms. Ingram on the Big Bang Theory prequel series on CBS called Young Sheldon. Fantastic show. She is just a true delight. In this episode, I also welcome back my first officer, Libby Ward, aka Sneaky Varmint. And speaking of Libby, she and I co-host Sneaky Fridays every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific on Twitter. You don't really have to do anything. In fact, you can totally join us in your pajamas while you're binge watching the latest Walking Dead and eating Ben & Jerry's. In fact, that's how I usually play. But seriously, it's a lot of fun. Thousands of people join us every Friday night. We do tend to trend a lot, which is really fantastic. It's much like the hashtag game on At Midnight, RIP, and it's just a lot of fun. So please come and join us. Guys, we'd love for you to follow and interact with us across social at Friend or Foe Pod. That's FAUX. Our Patreon is still up. Please support us there. And the big, huge announcement, as I'm sure you heard on the previous episode with Sujata Day, is that I am going to be hosting and producing a brand new show, which is a Weird Al tribute show. Very, very excited about that. Going to be having a lot of Al's compatriots and people that he's worked with and collaborated with over the years. It is going to be a hoot. There will be trailers and clips and all sorts of amazing fun things coming up for that. Meanwhile, please follow that show across social at the name of the show, which is Accordion to Al. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and we will soon be at all the places. I think that's it. Let's get to it. Here's an all-new episode with the wonderfully delightful Danielle Pinnock.
This is the Jabberjaw Podcast Network.
All right, everybody, welcome to another new episode of Friend or Foe. I am here with my very amazing guest, Danielle Pinnock from Young Sheldon. She plays Miss Ingram. Danielle, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show. And back for more fun and zaniness, I have my very awesome guest co-host.
First officer. As we
Libby
just decided.
Ward. That's right.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Groovy.
Yeah. No loading zones today.
Oh, that's good.
So, more parking, driving around, but I got a tour.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Anytime you get to tour Meltdown Comics.
Yeah.
It's always a good time, right?
Right.
Danielle, you had a fun little tour walking around.
Did. I surely
You've
did.
never been here before?
Never. And I'm so hyped for Black Panther.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
I think I want to dress up. I'm wondering, like, maybe I'll go as Storm or I don't know. We'll see.
Are you now? Here's the thing that I'm just like my nerd brain just like explodes. You see like that garbage pail kid Adam Bomb is just like he's got the nuclear cloud coming out of his neck about like all the things that Marvel is doing. It's just Black Panther is going to be nuts, and then Infinity War, and now that Fox is part of the whole family, we gotta have the X-Men coming in. Do you think the X-Men are going to show up at the end of part 1?
I don't know, because every time at the end, it's like, you never know.
Yeah,
You never know. It could be as crazy as, like, Storm has a baby. Whoa! Now we're saying that. But it's like...
They're all about setting up those sequels.
Gotta love Phoenix, baby.
Yep.
My favorite character.
My husband's too.
Yeah?
Literally.
Yeah?
Literally favorite.
Oh.
Of all time.
I can't wait. Are they doing the movie? Is a Phoenix movie happening? The rumors have been going around for years.
I haven't heard yet, but I don't doubt that it will happen.
We still don't have a Black Widow movie. So
I know.
Facts.
What the hell, guys? Come on. But all right, let's enough with the Marvel, enough with the MCU. Let's talk all about you, Danielle.
Okay.
You're doing great. Congratulations. Young Sheldon got picked up for season 2. It's already coming back, and you're rocking this role as Miss Ingram. I watched some of it. You are a no nonsense teacher. Like you get down to business. I love your performance.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me all about getting involved in the show. Like how did it come about? I know you're a stage actress. We're going to talk about your one woman show. Yeah.
It's funny because I say that this show really is a blessing for me because it was I'd done for pilot season, it's pilot season, so you're just auditioning for everything under the boat. For me, I was doing a lot of nurse roles. I was doing a lot of secretary. It was a lot of like, the baby has died. You know what I mean? Some kind of stuff.
So dark.
But it was like...
Unless it's a phoenix.
Yeah, that's
Fine.
Phoenix baby. Yeah.
Exactly. But this was my 35th audition for pilot season, and it was a same day audition, and my manager, Frank Gonzalez, called and said, hey, listen, it's 9 a.m. Can you be at CBS in 2 hours? And I was like, Frank, I need to take the sleep out of my eye. I was like, my God. So I said, you know what? I'm not even going to do too much. Like, I think literally I didn't even wear Spanx at this audition. I didn't have my Spanx or nothing. And I said, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to do me. Got there, and it was all Asian women. So I said, wait, what's happening?
Wow. So
I was like, what's going on? And it was for the role of the music teacher. And so I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to go with it, see what happens. And I went there and auditioned. And the casting directors, they were like, hey, do you want to read for this other character? She's brand new, Miss Ingram. And I said, sure, why not? And then 3 hours later, I found out I was cast. The thing is, I had no idea what the project was because it was Untitled. So I had no idea who the producers were, who was involved, what it was. I just knew it was going to be on CBS. And my manager was super excited. And he's like, you know what, just go in. And the next day... at the read-through, I got there. John Favreau was there.
What?
Jim
Awesome.
Parsons, the Big Bang Theory writers,
Dude.
Chuck Lorre, Steve Miller. I mean, it was Ian Armitage. And I was like, oh my God, I just saw this kid on Big Little Lies. So I was just starstruck across the board. And at first I thought I was in the wrong room. And they were like, no, this, we're here. This is the show. It's the Sheldon show. And I was like, oh my God, this is the prequel to Big Bang Theory. So I had no clue. And that was kind of my audition story for that. And it's been a whirlwind since.
No
I
doubt.
love it. What a great be yourself triumph story. Yeah.
For sure.
That's amazing.
Right. I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm tired. 35 auditions. I was like, I can't even do my color correcting, my makeup. I don't have no time for anything.
Everything is leaking and dripping. And is that 35 like in that pilot season, or
Yeah.
like
Wow.
Yeah, last year
You were
between
a warrior.
That's brutal, man.
It was insane.
Well
Between
done.
like self tapes and my agent in Chicago and LA, they're the same. So Chicago would send me something, be like, hey, we know there's a time difference. Can you tape something in the morning? And I'm like, oh my God, this was due 3 hours ago. So it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was very exciting,
Absolutely.
was super
And
exciting.
what a whirlwind turnaround too. Just like, isn't that almost how it always drops? Like you're just going, and you're waiting days, weeks, months, years to get that audition and that job, and then it's like, and then
they don't even tell you it's that audition. They just
Exactly.
say, show up to a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Right.
Trust us.
I
Yeah.
was like, okay, cool.
Well, yeah. Well, when you don't know what they want, all you can do is be yourself and go for it. And
Absolutely.
you nailed it. Amazing. That's so amazing.
Thank you
Love
so
it.
much. Thank
How's
you.
working with the kids?
OMG. Those kids are thebomb.com. I mean, Ian Armitage is a genius. I mean, he really is so talented. I mean, all of them. His siblings on the show, they're incredible. Tam, who plays his best friend, I've never been on a show before with this many young actors, and I've learned so much for myself, and they always keep us on having to play our A game. I mean, we're on there, we're like, okay, Ian knows all of his lines. We have a couple of lines. We got to get our stuff together. y'all. And he's so professional and so lovely. He loves blueberry bagels. I mean, he just...
Me too.
he's amazing. And I mean, just amazing to work with. And we're always making each other laugh on set. It's truly
That's
like
so
family.
awesome. So he's right on it.
Absolutely.
He's a smart tack.
Surely is.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, Libby.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
amalgamate all of the idioms.
I just put it all together. Yeah.
The sharpest bulb in the box.
That's right.
It's so true, though. He's great.
I know, obviously, Jim records the voiceover. Does he ever come out to set?
Yeah, sometimes he does.
Yeah.
I know for the pilot he was there. And I mean, I think all of us were pretty starstruck at everyone that was, involved. But he was so sweet and so lovely. And I think for me, because I'm the newest actor for, in terms of TV, I've been doing theater forever, but everyone's been a veteran. I was just kind of like, what's happening? Oh my God, how do I negotiate all this? And he was just so great. And he's like, you keep making me laugh. Keep going, keep going. So it was really, he just motivated us, and he's such a joy to work with and so funny.
He's a chill cat. The whole Big Bang crew are just the chillest. I worked on it a few times. It's just some background, but it's the most fun show you can ever imagine doing, because especially with the live audience and everything.
Yeah.
It's just. Yeah, you and I, we're us theater actors. We crave the instant gratification.
right.
Just give it to us. Oh, hear that applause.
Right.
It's super exciting.
Yeah, what's the schedule like with the live audience? Are you scripting, script, shoot, or do they knock out all the scripts at once and then you just go?
Well, you know
go?
what? For young Sheldon, it's single cam, so we don't have the audience on this one. And I think that was the thing we were kind of waiting to see, what everyone in the world, would they like this? And it ended up being a huge hit. I mean, it came right before, after Big Bang Theory, when it premiered a couple of months ago, and to 17 million views, like top 5 comedy. But this is very different. I mean, Chuck Lorre has done a lot of multicam. But the thing is, it's great because you know where to laugh. The writers have designed it for that. And also, just the performances. Annie Potts is in it, and just... It's an amazing,
and she's a nutball.
She's a hot mess of a character. She's just masterful. Her performance, and Zoe Perry and Lance Barber. So the audience knows when to laugh, but it's been really fun just playing it small and seeing what happens and what kind of quirks come out and stuff. So it's cool.
I've been following Annie since she played Janine in Ghostbusters, and I just seeing her in this role is it's fantastic. She's a laugh riot.
She is.
As are you and your character. It's so much fun, and you look like you're having such a blast with those kids. And
it's great when there's great chemistry,
right,
all around. Yeah,
absolutely. And when you have a good team to work with too.
Oh yeah,
that's what it's all about. Just boom, 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 getting it done. Let's talk about your stage work.
Sure, absolutely.
You have a one-woman show. It's on the other side of my notes. Nope.
It's called Body Courage.
Yes, tell me all about it.
No worries. Body Courage is a show that I started at my master's program in the UK, Birmingham School of Acting, which I think now is called the Royal Conservatoire. They've changed the name. It was my master's dissertation, and we had to do a solo project, and that meant a lot to us. And I want to focus on body image because it's something that's been generationally occurrent through my family forever. And so what I did is I interviewed 5 people about how they felt about their bodies. And I did a range of women in the first trimester of that project. And then once, the reviews came out and people wanted to see more of it, I ended up, over the course of 5 years, interviewing 350 people.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a documentary theater. I perform as the characters on stage. I do their dialects, their physicalities. And the characters range from a TV star on Chicago PD who wants to be, the sexiest man in the world to a Northern Irish priest with early onset Parkinson's. I mean, the range is huge. We have a guy that I interviewed from Mumbai who was on the tryouts to do the Olympics, and what does that mean to be a champion, and all kinds of things. So in our last version of the show that I did, I think it was actually last year at the Rivendell in Chicago, Megan Carney directed it, and I interspersed my story of how I grew up through those interviews, and they kind of informed my story at the end and what that meant growing up as a young Jamaican girl in a household with her grandma and her mom, and her grandma's kind of nitpicky and super gospel Christian gangster girl. But it
sounds awesome.
I know. Yeah. I mean, and I play my mom, my grandma, I play my dad, my other grandma who loves to eat, my grandma Una, and like how she feels about her body. And it's really my journey of finding what the word beautiful means through these kind of collection of stories. So it's fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah. What a serious character study for an actor with 350 interviews.
It's a lot of work, and I think the hardest part is figuring out who do you want to put in the show. You know, because all the interviews are great, but you can only do about 12 or really 10 in the show. And it's like a funeral when, you can't do the ones you want. And
there's always time for a sequel.
I know. That's why I'm like, okay, you could do it again one day. But it was an amazing experience. And Time Out awarded me like Best Play of the Year. And it was awesome. It was so much fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And you embody your mom and your grandma on stage too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to share some of that?
Oh, God, my grandma. I'm trying to think of something that she would say to me. Oh, Danielle, it's time for us to do the prayer that our Lord and Savior has said. Ready? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Are you listening, Danny? Danny, you listening? Give us this day our daily bread, and we forgive us our trespasses, those that forgive that trespass against us.
Wow, bravo.
Yeah.
You were cracking me up, and I was like, am I allowed to laugh during the Lord's Prayer?
Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, this woman my grandma, she was an absolute riot. I used to laugh at her all the time. I mean, even though she took herself so seriously, she was just the funniest human being ever, and most of the show is just comedy because of like all the stuff that she did when I was younger, just like putting me in full-blown 3-piece suits, going to school like with handkerchiefs and trying to get on the bus with a 3-piece suit and girdles and all that stuff as a 10-year-old kid. I was getting judged so hard.
No doubt. That's quite a life experience.
Oh my God.
Dapper elementary
dapper,
school.
So dapper with a slick back, buns, everything. I was just Olivia Pope before her time. Like, it was insane. But she's just so funny and just so Christian. I mean, this woman told me that if I ever had sex with a guy, that she would literally drive me out to the woods where no one could find me. Like, this is my grandma. Like,
and I would drop you off?
No, just drop me off. And then she was like, and no one can find you, while she was holding up the Bible. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you in the woods with a Bible.
And I was like,
as a cloud of exhaust rises up on you.
Cool, grandma. Awesome.
Don't come back till God shows you the way.
Right. Exactly. She's a trip, but it was an insane experience, but so worth it.
And is there somewhere we can catch the show in the future? When is it coming
you bring
to
a
LA?
big show back?
The revival.
The revival.
There we go.
Yes. I've been talking with my team, and I'm thinking that, depending on what happens with season 2 of Young Sheldon and when they film, but I think summer would be a really good time, and I'm starting to look at theaters right now. I mean, I have a huge wish list of theaters that I want to do it in the area. Like, I love Geffen so much. They gave me my first job when I came out to LA. I was understudying Barbecue that was directed by Coleman Domingo, and they have a really, really great small space there, and I'm like, that's the one.
Yeah.
So that's all my kind of vision board of things.
Put it out there. Geffen, get on it. She said it here first.
That's right. Exactly.
So, I mean, that would be the dream, but I would definitely, find some producers and stuff that can just It can go anywhere. It could be.
I'm sure they'd love to have you downstairs.
Yeah.
If you want to do it at the Nerdist showroom.
Absolutely.
I mean, Aristotle over here can hook you up.
Yes.
He's like,
Well, I want
maybe.
to see it, especially after that preview.
I know. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a ball. It literally can be done anywhere. It's just me and some chairs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool. We have chairs here.
Here we go. That's it. That's all I need.
I'll pull these from the ones we're sitting on. I'll bring them downstairs for you.
Let's do it.
I don't care.
Let's do it.
I'm
I
ready.
think we should do a two-hander.
Libby, you want to jump in?
Oh, yeah.
Just like
could
do
do
a
it
little shadow dance, but behind the scenes, you know.
You could be my grandma. You could be my mom. I'll be me.
Great.
I'll be the cat.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm stealing this one from the SAG Foundation because I go to a lot of their awesome screenings. What was the job that gave you your SAG card?
You know, it was This Is Us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was This Is Us. I was in season 1 of This Is Us, which was my first TV project ever. I was on the Taft-Hartley, the journey to that, because I'd done a couple of voiceovers and a web series called Gita's Guide in Chicago. But This Is Us was the one where they were like, all right, we're here. Give us the fun, SAG. And that job was incredible. I was in Chrissy Metz's weight loss group, and it was the Thanksgiving episode, and I was talking about stuff, and I loved it. And
I love stuffing.
I love stuffing.
I can talk about it all day.
Literally, it was a dream. I mean, for that to be my first job out here, I was just like, yes, LA, this was meant to be.
That show is,
clearly.
huge.
It's historical
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
It's so on point. But yeah, that was my first job. That got my
Wow.
SAG card.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite things that you did back in Chicago? Like,
Listen, I love the Second City. I was at the Second
Yes.
City. I did the Bob Curry Fellowship when I was there. We did an awesome production called Twist Your Dickens.
oh, I love that one.
Yes.
Did you do it with Jamie Moyer?
No. We did a version of it in Chicago at the Goodman.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it was Second City and the Goodman. They did it, and I played Little Orphan Annie. I did Miss Cratchit, Belle from Christmas Carol with an improv with Francis Guinan. I mean, it was just, that production was insane. And then I did a production of By the Way, Meet Vera Stark at the Goodman. I did a lot of stuff at the Goodman. I mean, those folks are my family. Like, they put me in a lot of jobs out there. And then also a really cool play called Twilight Los Angeles by Anna Devere Smith about the riots, the riots that were happening in LA in the early 90s with Rodney King. That was a very, very fun project with the other theater company.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a couple of
What a
little
great
things.
range.
Yeah. They put me in a lot of stuff. But I was always afraid to do TV because I never knew if I was good enough for TV or what I would look like. And 2 years ago, my agents were like, you know what, Danielle, we think you should try because you've been doing theater for so long. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well, you know what, let me just do an audition and see what happens. And on my third audition, it was for a show on HBO, and I ended up screen testing for it. And they flew me out to LA.
Wow, yay.
And they flew me out. It was insane.
amazing.
Yeah,
It was
see,
insane.
all you had to do was leap.
They were like, just
Right.
try it. Let's just. And I was like, I don't know, guys. And this black car came to pick me up in my little hood in Chicago, and
Oh,
it was
man.
just so crazy. But then I realized I was like, wow, TV has a lot of money, like, because theater, it's like we were doing these shows in basements, and in Chicago especially, like everyone's sharing costumes and helping each other get ready, and I'm using my Maybelline to get my makeup done from CV. It's like, it's very hands-on, very community. And I think that's why I love Chicago so much, because the actors, we're not getting paid that much, but we're really doing it for the love. But when I saw TV, I was like, oh my God, people got money out here. Black cars, oh my God. I slowly started making the switch to TV once my confidence grew in that. But it's been cool.
That's why I love doing theater so much, because of the community and that aforementioned instant gratification.
Yes.
It's like Lady Gaga says, "Give me that applause. I'm ready for it. I'm all about it."
Have you done any shows out here, like theater productions? Or...
I haven't really done any theater out here because I'm a poor schmo, and it's really I want to do it for the love, but I also want to continue to eat. So it's been pretty much television and film, and then this podcast while I've been out here. But but I would love to get back into it. I did a tour with a group called Up With People for a year. I don't know if you've heard of them. They've been around since the 60s. I performed a show, and we did some sort of community involvement project wherever we would go, stayed with host families. And that was one of the, as you can imagine, most amazing, magical, inspiring things I could ever hope to be a part of.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we need more of that right this minute in this country.
It's everywhere.
Absolutely.
Cross over across the middle and see what everybody's up to and get on the same page.
Absolutely. Those are facts.
Yep.
They should bring them right up to the doors of the White House and just like sing
up
through
with
the
people. It's here on the front lawn to see you.
Yep.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Hey, I have a curious question that either of you are welcome to answer. Do you have any particular moments of triumph or moments of hilarious disaster that leap to mind from any of your many, many shows?
It's my entire life, Libby. the latter.
A triumphant disaster.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let me talk about disaster. First, I have really bad anxiety, and I don't think a lot of people that about me.
I get you, girl.
It's like real bad. And I didn't realize how bad it was until like recently when my friend was like, girl, you're shaking. What's going on? She's like, you got Parkinson's or something? I was like, no, boo. I'm just stressed. That's it. But I was at an audition. It was for this commercial. And like, commercials like no lines or one line you improv. And I was like, Danielle, you need to... They were like, Danielle, I was like, Danielle, I need to go to the bathroom. And they were like, oh, we're just going to call people in quickly. We're just going to improv some stuff. And I was like, I think I have time. It's fine. And they had called me in. And we were there for like 30 minutes. And I low-key may have peed my pants. And she was like, what's going on there? And I was like, girl, I should have went to the bathroom before I came in here. And they were like, wait. And I was like, listen. I was like, 2817 ended with a bang. They were like, oh my God, you're out of control. And I ended up getting first refusal on that job. So, which was fun. I was like, hey.
Well done.
Yeah.
Put on hold.
Listen, no judgment on this show.
Peeing on the spank.
I will tell you.
The quality of the performance shines through.
I'm a guy, and I will shamelessly tell you, it has happened to me. Not an audition, but this, I don't know if you've heard this story.
I don't think this was, but I'm about to.
This was I think it was in 7th grade. I had this really. Okay, he wasn't mean, but I thought he was. Like I thought I saw him as this very gruff, angry dude. Probably was having trouble with his wife and all those sorts of things happen. And he just wouldn't let students leave during his class. He thought he was super important, and he wanted you to hear every single word that he had to say. And I just remember this day that I was just like. It happened, and then at that point, I ran to the bathroom without his permission to compose myself.
Listen,
it happens.
When you gotta
the
go,
bladder doesn't wait for anybody.
It doesn't. I was like, you know what? I can hold it. I was doing some juice cleanse that day, so I had all these juices and
all the liquids.
And I was like, I could do it. I'm a professional. And she was like, what's happening there? I was like, girl, I don't know. And everyone laughed. And I was like, listen. 2017.
That's right.
It ended with a bang and just laughed. And I was put on hold.
And the scene was about sitting in the rain next to a river, crossing under the waterfall. And you're like,
that's right. Give me an umbrella.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was probably a tragic moment for me professionally. I was like, damn, peed in my pants.
It's a great story, though. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Story.
Appreciate it.
What was the other one? Greatest...
your triumphant moment.
I don't know. It's this is silly, but my mom works really, really hard. She raised me. She's a single mom, and she's an immigration attorney and watches TV all the time. Is a huge movie buff. So I would definitely say watching young Sheldon together with her and her seeing me on TV and how long she's see me in plays all the time, but to finally see me on something that she actually
That's so wonderful. It's so great to have a parent or parents that really support you.
Absolutely.
I had this little featured bit on the show on HBO.
Yeah.
And no lines, just had 2.5 seconds of screen time. And I was telling my mom about this, and she bought a month subscription to HBO so she could watch the show. That's the kind of person my mom is. So.
I love that. Yes,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yay, moms.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. What show was it?
It was Hello Ladies.
Yes, I'm about
With
to go watch
Stephen
it.
Merchant. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you can't unsee me. It's actually, I can make this my official industry story
Yes,
of
lay it on us.
of embarrassment. I had the worst haircut of my life. Like I went to a new place. It's such my hair is such a beast. It doesn't want to be tamed by anyone or anything. So I went to yet another new place, and they gave me essentially a crew cut. It was really close to a crew cut. I looked awful, and in fact, I was a very bad person. I yelled at the stylist on my way out. I was like, "Do you really think this looks good?" Like I got very LA
You
on her,
must
which I
knit
feel
me a
bad.
hat before I leave.
But then I ended up, because of that, they were looking for a super nerd to be a part of Stephen Merchant's crew for this pool party scene. And it shot for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I got mad money and hung out with a bunch of, with Steven and a bunch of
Yeah.
supermodels. And it was great. And it grew back. So
Yeah, that's the good thing about
crisis
hair.
averted.
And I remember seeing you on that. There's so many things that you do that you don't tell me about beforehand. So it's just when I'm
just appears
randomly
on
watching
Facebook.
something, and I'm like, hold up,
Yeah.
I know that guy. Which is nice. It happens with so many of my friends because I have so many awesome friends, so many Second City friends, especially that are in every commercial on television.
Oh, yeah.
So normally I hate watching the commercials, but I catch my friends all the time, and I'm like, oh, pause, I got to go back and watch this commercial.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
Commercials are fun. They're so strange now, though. Like, there was...
How so?
I don't know. Like, I feel like when in the 90s, it'd be like the Jenny Craig commercials, like 98 Jenny. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the jingles.
But now they're like so, like I saw like this Trident commercial recently, and there was a unicorn and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, what's actually happening? Like, what are they selling? Like, what's going on? But they're so cool and fun. They're different. And there's like this other one for like cable when it's like 2 monsters and this black lady teacher, and she's like, your child drew something. And I'm like, what is going on in these commercials?
Yeah, they're all about shock value now.
Sure they are.
They want you to wait until the end. Have you seen the one for Squatty Potty? You know what this thing is?
Oh, yes.
With the unicorn pooping yogurt and whatnot.
Yeah, and like Shaq is in every commercial now. Like,
Yeah.
what is up with that? I'm like, Shaq, these residuals. I didn't even know Shaq was SAG. I had no idea.
You know what I love is that MC Hammer is now doing the commercials for those sticky wall hooks.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
stop, hammer time. And he's like, don't use this hammer. You can use these sticky wall hooks that won't ruin your paint. And I'm like, yeah, MC Hammer.
Yes, he
Too
has to get that
legit to
money.
quit.
I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. Shaq. He's in everything.
He is in everything.
Like green screen and Shaq. Like literally. I'm like, I love it. Get that money, Shaq.
Do you think he just hangs out in a green screen studio and just reads like 60 completely unrelated lines? Maybe they don't even know what commercial they go in yet. And he's like, I'm done. I'm out. And then they just sell Shaq doing lines on green screen to whoever
Oh my
wants to buy
God.
them.
That's amazing.
That's actually brilliant.
It's very efficient.
I love that.
Copyrighted.
Yeah. Copyright it quick.
He's doing podcasts too. He was on Anna Faris's Unqualified.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere.
Shaq is awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if Shaq could fit in here.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might be.
We'd have to literally raise the roof.
Yeah. What?
Oh, Shaq, we love you.
Speaking of jingles, do you have a hometown commercial that you remember like from
my
your
God.
childhood that is stuck in your head forever?
Oh, it's 1-800-STEAMERS. Stanley Steamers are coffee
Yes, I know that
one. Literally. Can't ever get that out of my head, ever. That's Stanley Steamers. I don't think I ever got a Stanley Steamer in my whole life. Like, but I will never, it still plays to this day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley Steamers, that's the one for sure. I don't think Sears had anything, but like Stanley Steamers by far.
Yep.
What was yours,
good
Libby?
Sticky. Mine was not a jingle. It's actually from Seattle. It's Now You've Got a Friend in the Diamond Business. The Shane
Company. I just bought
But here's the worst thing. It's on the corner of 4th and Stewart, just north of the Westlake Center in downtown Seattle.
Oh my God.
But it's not there anymore.
Oh.
And I've never had a need to buy diamonds. I mean, they still exist.
Yes.
But they moved, and they have stores other places. But the address is the part that sticks with me the hardest. And I'm like, how dare you? How dare you ingrain this in my brain and you're not even there?
I swear to all that's good and holy, I thought of Shane Company too, because they do the exact same commercial in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And just that very deep monotone. It's just like, I'm like, no, Shane,
it's Michael Shane,
go away.
right?
Yeah, Michael
that
Shane.
does the commercials himself.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I wonder if he does. I mean, he sells diamonds, so I guess he doesn't need to do anything
Probably
else.
not. No.
He probably just pops in to record addresses of his various
exactly.
stores, and then goes on his yacht to
No doubt.
the south of France or something.
Yeah.
A yacht that's bedazzled.
Right,
all,
bedazzled
all over.
yacht. I hope so.
That would be
I got to
the
get on
coolest-
that bedazzled
That would
yacht.
be the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Truly, but would it sink like the Titanic? That's what we have to think about.
Right.
Because
Diamonds are forever.
Titanic did too much, though.
Well, they
Yeah,
could
you're
be forever
probably
at the
right.
bottom of the ocean
I
still.
suppose that's true. Okay, now let's get really silly.
You said that so seriously.
Okay.
And now we shall become
And now,
incredibly silly.
for a very special episode. I forgot to do this last time because I forgot to bring this with me, but I didn't forget today. This is my partner's book. She's had it in her collection for a very long time. It used to be her favorite childhood book. I will let you open to any random page. This is Tiny Tim by Helen Oxenberry. And as you will see, it is, well, the word I usually use is demented. And it is indeed that.
Oh.
And if you would be so kind, because you have such a lovely voice, please pick a passage, any passage, and go for it.
Okay. I had a little brother. His name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to teach him how to swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. He died last night with a bubble in his throat. OMG.
This is a kid's book,
I
ladies and
need
gentlemen.
to get this for all my nieces and nephews. This is
should-
how it happens.
You should
friends.
bring this to class on set. and
This is
see-
like parents with OCD. Like, hey, Tim, have a read. No, like literally, I love this.
it gets super dark
this
too.
What happens when you're a naughty
Lots of-
child?
Lots of people die in the pages of this book.
I love this. Are you kidding? What is this called? Oh, Tiny Tim versus for children. Yo, she's shady.
Verses for children, yes.
I love
What's
this.
the copyright year on that one?
Oh, let's see.
That's a great question.
It says 1965.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like the farther back you go in time, the darker the kids'
Oh,
content is.
absolutely.
Like the younger the mortality average age is, it's just like, and then we all died.
Yeah.
There was a fairy princess, but she died in a flaming
Oh, yeah.
pot of
That's why I love
boiling
Grimm's fairy
oil.
tales, the original, yeah.
Yeah.
They're super
Vaccinations
dark.
weren't a thing,
Yep.
you know?
Leeches.
Yeah,
and use
bubonic
leeches.
plague.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's why everyone died. I mean, London Bridge, isn't there like a really dark, like the song London Bridge? Wasn't that like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
It's really dark.
it's off the rails,
apparently.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
did
love some
too.
dark comedy. I just think it's so shady. Do y'all watch Baskets?
No.
I've seen a couple episodes, but I'm not up to date.
It's so dark. I love it.
It's Louis Anderson, right?
Yes, as the mother.
his mother.
Brilliant. I'm like Emmys across the board. He's incredible as the mom. Like, at first, when I saw it, I was like, do I know this actress? And I was like, but wait, I think this is Louis. What is happening on my TV screen? What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. I love a good dark comedy. Oh,
What's
my
your
God.
What's your favorite dark comedy of all time?
That's really. Oh, well, I guess that's not a comedy. That's actually a drama. I was going to say Notes on a Scandal, but it's with Judi Dench. But that's like an actual real drama, but it makes me laugh. The thing is, I find comedy in anything, so I'm probably the worst person. What do you think, Jeff? What's like my favorite? I don't even know. Anything is funny, low key. There are parts of Color Purple that I laugh at. I mean, like it really.
You are sick, Danielle.
No, but
You
it
are
makes
sick.
me laugh. Like it does. Like Suge Avery is funny to me. Like she's funny. There are literally parts of it that I'm like, That was wrong of me.
You're laughing at the pianist and it's just like.
Well, of course, there are dark moments when I'm like, oh, but then like it just makes so many things. I can't even think. What am I? Oh, Smilf is great.
Oh my God, yeah, Frankie Shaw, right?
Oh yeah, Smilf is
it's brilliant.
awesome.
Have you seen the show?
No.
Libby?
How?
You got to check it out.
Shameless.
Okay.
With your humor, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Smilf is great.
Shameless is brilliant.
Shameless is brilliant.
I'm soaking it up. Are you all caught up?
I'm caught up.
The most recent episode that Emmy directed. Mm-hmm. Boom, baby. I mean,
Yeah,
it was just
it's good. Shameless is good.
masterful.
Masterful. I mean, I've been following Shameless from the beginning, and I mean, if any show that I ever wanted to like ever be on, is this the final season of it, or is it coming back?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I could be making stuff up. I absolutely could be. Making
Okay, here's a great question then that I'm gonna steal from Janet Varney, who was one of our past guests. If you could live in the world of a television show, well, what would it be and why? Tell me a little bit about that.
Listen, I would have to say, if I could live in.
That's a tough question.
It is tough
I
because
know.
I was gonna say Westworld, and then I was like, you know what, Danielle, that gets because I think just for like the ambiance of like the country part is cute.
Sure.
But then I'm like, no.
Yeah, are you a good shot?
No.
I think you got to have a quick draw and some real good aim to live in Westworld.
Absolutely not. In the world, it would have to be Shameless. Like it would absolutely. I mean, I really relate to.
You're from Chicago, though.
Yeah.
No, well, you're from Jersey,
Yeah,
but
I'm from Jersey, but I was in Chicago for 3 years. I mean,
so you know how to deal with South Side.
Like, I just love that show so much, and like growing up, and like I feel like I do relate to it because it was a lot of us growing up in the house together, and a small level of dysfunction I do relate to. But I mean, Fiona's incredible lip. I adore.
I know.
I
They're all,
adore.
it's just magically, magically written. Just every character arc, just where they've all come.
from.
Yeah. It's,
I mean, when the mom. I mean, just.
Oh, I know.
Oh God. The mom and they hid the meth in the coffin. It's just insane.
I like how you cover your eyes.
Yeah, you can't see this, listeners, but she's covering her face.
It's like, oh
She's-
no, I can't watch it right
They
now.
literally hid meth in their mother's coffin.
And then had to dig it up. Sorry, listeners, if this is spoilers, you got to get caught up on the show. It's
Yeah, now in the intro, you're gonna have to
know.
warn people, catch up on Shameless.
angry emails.
OMG. Every episode is a shock. Well, you know what? I'm actually watching The Shy now as well. Lena Waithe's new show, which is another thing that
I love her.
another project that takes place in Chicago, and that is also very brilliant. And it's on Showtime, if I'm not mistaken. Watch it.
Oh, how are we gonna have time for so much television?
I
There's
know.
so much good content.
There's
out
so
there.
much.
I talk about that. I talk about that on the show like all the time. I won't shut up about it because I'm a nerd. I love awesome
Listen.
things, and I'm constantly marathoning new great shows. Nick Kroll's animated show that's on Netflix now,
Mouth.
Big Mouth.
Oh. I need to
Also
watch that.
wondrous. It's about these kids going through life changes. Accent life. And it's very vulgar and like
I love it. I'm going to watch it.
yeah, Nick Kroll, Jason Mantzoukas. It's like
Yes.
Maya Rudolph.
Yes.
Good times.
I need some new shows too, because I feel like I just finished all my shows that I was watching. Like Shameless is about to be done, The Shy. I was watching Empire for a while because my friend Devlin was on it, and she was brilliant as Pound Cake. I just had to give her a little shout out.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Devine Joy Randolph. That's her whole name. She's actually on People of Earth on TBS.
Oh, yeah.
But she was just on Empire, and I was watching that to catch up with her character, and she's brilliant on that. But I need some more shows. I'm ashamed to say, I did Game of Thrones in a week.
What?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I canceled auditions. I didn't go to
that's
work.
dedication.
Like I was like, hey, can we really talk about the role? Is it really that serious? Should I actually be going in? And I'm like, because I just saw the Red Wedding, and I don't think I can cope. I need to know what happens next. Did the whole thing in like a week and change. Phenomenal. Game of Thrones, I'm hooked.
I am not there. I know. I know. I'm committing nerd suicide, but every time I say this, but I'm just
heard.
not there. I was going to do it this past Christmas break. I was going to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen because I want to take a good
You need
2
to
weeks
Yeah.
load myself up with, snacks and Ben and Jerry's and
Absolutely.
things and just go to it. No holds barred, carte blanche. What would you like to be working on if you could choose work with whomever you wanted? What would it be and with who?
Because I'm just going to say one thing. I don't know when this airs, but
Uh-oh, is this an exclusive? I'm very excited.
but I always have wanted the opportunity to work with Viola Davis, and I just got the opportunity recently before Christmas. Yeah,
Wonderful.
it's like a very small little role, but it was amazing. I mean, that literally was everything on my bucket list of just like, this is the one. And it was actually, Kerry Washington was someone else, and I got them both together.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Is that all you can tell us?
that's literally, I
that's the
cannot
limit?
say
Okay.
anything more.
Oh, boy.
But that was definitely a dream come true. But in terms of people, I've always wanted to work with Judi Dench. I love her. I don't know if I ever will get the chance, because we got to find out some like English thing that we got, like classical drama that's, I don't know what we'd be doing. Like, I just want to be her
You
friend.
never know.
I just want to be her friend.
She might guest on Young Sheldon. It's Hollywood, baby. You never know what's going to happen.
I mean, and I feel like she's one of those super hip people that could that would love to be crass or love to like get down with some like crazy comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. I mean, and I love Angela Bassett as well. I love Angela Bassett. I mean, just like everyone I just grew up watching, I just love.
Viola Davis is the queen of snot crying.
Yeah.
Have you seen this in Fences?
Oh,
It's just
she's
like-
amazing.
Just like
Listen, because she gets in it. When you're in it, I don't think, and that's the thing, I'm like, I got to work on as an actor of like, how do I really get truly that invested? Do you know what I mean? Because this woman is like, and that's like, I think she did like 35 takes of that job on Fences.
35?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And I'm like, every take
Jeez.
must have been, I don't know if I have that in me yet.
Man, I don't want to get that deep in it. I mean,
this is why I'm afraid to work with like a Soderbergh or whatever, doing like 70 plus takes on walking across the street. Like I did a pilot that never went anywhere, and it was literally that.
Oh, wow.
It was a group of us. This was at Red Studios, and we were just like walking up and down, like, I don't know, 500 feet or whatever it was, over and over and over and over.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder for that stuff, like, what are they looking for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times can you walk, and how different
the
can you
glint
make
of sunshine off of the one guy's eyelashes as he's walking by the window. Just
that
ever
specificity,
so
at least
slight.
I can say, my God.
Right.
I'm like, all right, we got it. See, this is why I can't be a director, because I'd be like, I think we got it, and then they'd be like, Danielle, we haven't even started yet. I'm like, okay.
Was not rolling. Try again.
Yeah, I think, those are definitely the actors that I would die to. I mean, Denzel Washington, I just saw something that he just did recently, Roman Israel, and that was amazing. I just love everyone that I grew up watching. I mean, if they're doing TV, I want to be a part of it. And maybe even I would love to do a film, whether it's a short film this year or any kind of thing. I'm just excited to be.
I'm still working on working with Drew Barrymore. That's my
Yes.
I've always admired her. Yeah.
I love that.
Since ET.
Come on, but that's legacy right there.
Yeah.
Barrymore Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now she's got that zombie show on. I don't know if it's about zombies.
Yeah, kind of. It kind of is. It's called Santa Clarita Diet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I need to watch that. This is not. See, I need to like
There's
make
too
my.
much.
There's so
There's
many
too
shows.
much.
Yeah, there's so much.
Can be done.
I have a real hard time with gore, though. Santa Clarita Diet's good because it's so much comedy. Game of Thrones, Red Wedding is when I was like, I'm done. You all can die. You all can kill each other.
Yeah, it was.
I cannot
rough.
watch any more of this.
That was really. I literally had to take a day and then I went back. But do you all watch Walking Dead?
I watched the
Up on
first
it.
season.
All up on it. Absolutely.
See, I'm not caught up because after Glenn, I said, you know what? I had to take a break.
And there was some major fan upheaval with that, but that's what happened in the comics actually much earlier on than it happened in the show. So, I mean, I had to watch Talking Dead after that one for sure. let Chris Hardwick
I had to take a
change the
break.
mood for me. Yeah.
I did it. So maybe I'll get back on that, but I'm still like really heartbroken. Like Glenn was a part of my family.
Absolutely.
I'm like, that was tough. Glenn.
Right.
Man, listen. I wasn't ready. I'm still shook. I'm
know.
shook and shocked. Whoa,
I
whoa.
can't get that invested in characters that I know are going to get eaten by
Yeah.
something.
And you never know on that show, man.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
never know. I mean,
Yeah.
and I thought Carl was about to be gone, and I was like, see, if y'all gonna take Glenn and Carl together, I'm not ready.
Well, I tell you, and listeners, I won't say it. If you're not up on Walking Dead, you got to get there. But if you like Carl, you gotta get.
See, as a writer, though, I love to do that. I'm like, this guy. Everyone loves this guy. He's got to go. We gotta kill him.
Oh God.
Not just because he's beloved, but because that's where you get the surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where you gotta twist the knife.
And Lucille stays hungry, so you gotta look out.
OMG, I am not ready. I can't go back now. I'm like, if something happens to my little baby Carl, and that's the thing, I birthed him. That's the thing. I'm like, Carl,
Oh,
I love him. I can't handle it. I'm shook. I'm shook and shocked. Glenn, man, that Glenn.
R.I.P. Glenn. We miss you, buddy.
I don't even think I could be on The Walking Dead because I think I would be scaring myself in the woods.
Oh, I
and
definitely would be scared on that set.
I would
You could be
terrified.
badass, though.
No, I don't think so. Because you know what? I actually did the ride with my mother-in-law at Universal Studios. They have The Walking Dead, and you're just walking, and the zombies are catching you the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was my mother-in-law and my cousin Chloe and my husband Jack and my best friend Latifah Holder, who's also a phenomenal actor. And we watched the show. I mean, she's caught up. And we ended up falling in the thing. The zombies were running after us. And I fell. And I was like, this is the moment I would have gotten eaten. This is it. I don't even think I would have made it day one in the zombie apocalypse. I wouldn't have made it. I'd have been like, all right, it's happening. Just have me.
I'd still be kicking ass.
I know, you
won't lie.
would. I feel that
I'd
on
be taking
you.
them out.
I feel that.
I know I don't look it.
No,
here,
but I feel that on you. You're a
let
survivor.
me tell you, that's right.
I'm not. I don't think I'm a
Man,
survivor.
I don't
y'all.
know. I don't know if I have the will to continue to survive when there's nothing happening but people eating people.
Yeah.
You can't go to the movies, you can't go check out the new good restaurant. I might just keep traveling as far as I could, get a canoe, go if I can
No, but
find
they will
somewhere
catch
with
you in the
no-
water too.
Yeah, they're all over
everywhere.
in there.
They're in the water.
chained to the bottom of the rivers and stuff, coming up
It is hard. I think my husband would have
flesh
survived.
sharks.
I would have literally gave him a locket and been like, remember me, and and left and dipped and died because I wouldn't have made it. Y'all would have all been survivors
All
together.
right, well let's try to prevent. We'll take the preventative measures
Right.
to make sure the zombie apocalypse does not happen
I took my
in our
emergency.
natural
I
lifetime.
took my emergency today.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I got my machete in my back pocket.
Yes, emergency. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to watch it tonight because now I'm hurt because I know something happens to my
I'm
little baby
already
girl.
gonna have nightmares just because we were talking about it. This is why I can't watch it because I'm just gonna be thinking about zombies all day and I'm gonna go to bed thinking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
zombies and
That's
then
how I feel about Black Mirror.
Then
I can't.
yeah.
I can't.
Oh,
I always have to.
so good.
Are you caught up on Black Mirror?
Well, there's not. I mean, they're not really linear.
Yeah.
no, but you still. I mean, you
No,
should
I'm not.
Still watch
Okay.
them, so no.
Yeah, that
I'm not.
final
Nice
Nice
Not even
episode.
try.
close.
The last one is the one I haven't seen, but
That's the one.
And that one's hard because some of them have such really interesting tones and they're creepy but not scary or gory, and some of them are really uplifting,
Yeah.
like the San Junipero or Don't Hang the DJ. Is that the I loved those, and some of them are so murdery.
Yeah.
And I'm just no.
There was one a couple seasons ago with that spider. I couldn't handle it.
There's a spider.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And one of them, it was a spider, and he stomped on the spider, and then the spider got huge, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm scared of Black
Lovely.
Mirror.
I have to watch it. Anything like this, I have to watch at least early in the evening, if not right in the middle of the day, because then I
Facts.
have to have my comedy palate cleanser before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm I gotta watch some Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Last night I watched The Monkees.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Good pull.
It's yeah. It's I'm gonna go back and see what Mickey and Mike and Davey and Peter are up to. What kind of shenanigans are these monkeys getting up to 57 years ago?
We were just walking around. Rachel and I have actually been going through her Muppets first season box set.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah. So, Danielle, we can obviously see you on the current season of Young Sheldon on CBS, and season 2 is coming up.
We can see her soon in some mystery program with Viola Davis and
That's right.
Kerry Washington.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick 1 or 2 lines, but I was so grateful.
And you will no doubt steal the show.
Yeah, right. Viola, I mean, they're like, those are like 2 beast act. Oh man, it's good. It's good. And I think most of the takes, there was like a couple times I just forgot my lines because I'm like, wow, I'm really here. And they're like, Danielle, it's your time to go. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry guys, I forgot. I'm having an out-of-body experience watching these women. My God, they're amazing.
I was on set for an episode of Scandal, and like Kerry comes around and like shakes everyone's hand, like everyone. She says hello to everybody.
Wow.
She's super nice. She's very kind.
It is that experience. You're like,
it's
wow.
very special.
It is. It was a master class, and I got paid for it. So I'm like,
Nice.
grateful on all sides.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
They can find me at Body Courage on Twitter and Instagram, and just hit me up. I'm on there talking body positivity and, talking about my family and comedy and all of that stuff. So yeah, hit
Awesome.
me up.
Do you also use the hashtag Body Courage?
Surely do.
Yeah. I've been, in January, I started using the hashtag Amplifeminism.
Yes.
With a Y in the middle. Amplifeminism.
Yes.
So now I'm going to add Body Courage and tag them both
Please add
together
it.
to lift up kick-ass women.
Yes.
Thankfully,
and
Twitter.
men.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Twitter now has double the characters, so we can fit it all in.
Yeah, right? Perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah, Twitter has, oh my God, I'm like throwing paragraphs on Twitter now. I love it.
I do too.
love it. I'm like, yes, more things I can do.
For sure. Only Twitter? Are you on the grams, on the Facebooks?
Yeah, Instagram, same one, at Body Courage. And I'm on Facebook, but I need to fix my Facebook because it's like my personal one. And I'm getting like people I went to elementary school that I don't even remember. They're like, hey girl, remember me?
Hey, what's up?
We had a PB&J once. And I'm like, did we? So I'm gonna fix my Facebook, y'all. But yeah, Twitter and Instagram, that's how you can really, really find me though.
Awesome. And of course, you can find Libby at Sneaky Varmint
At Sneaky Varmint.
across all the things.
All over the internet.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, and on Friday nights. Sneaky Fridays.
We forgot to plug it last time.
Which we co-host now. Devlin and I co-host Sneaky Fridays hashtag game every Friday night, 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. For 2 hours, we put out an original tag, and our 4-year anniversary is coming up the first week of February.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I will have come up with 208
That's nuts.
different tags, but yeah, they're tags that are usually funny but meant for everyone to play and throw in their fun, crazy ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And of course, I know, Tiny Tim. This is so ridiculous.
And he's like drowning him on the cover.
I keep saying this, and I haven't actually done it. Listeners, I swear to you, I'm going to put the cover and the pages of this book with the people who voice them on the grams.
Yeah.
And so you can see them. And of course, you can find me across all the things at Devlin Wilder, and this show across all the places at Friend or Faux Pod. That's FAUX. And guys, this is it. It is official as of this morning. We are on iHeartRadio. Oh, yeah.
Yay.
So you can find us there, and Spotify and Amazon Echo and the Apple Podcasts and the Stitcher and the Spreaker and all the places. Hooray. And please, guys, check out the Patreon. We need your help. It takes a lot of effort to put this show together, so throw some cash, won't you? Thank you to Aristotle for engineering us. Thank you to our partners at True Native Media and Ginger Cat Productions. And as always, to Jabberjaw Media. Danielle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
And Libby, as always, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
That's it for this one. See you on the next one.
Guys, this has been Friend or Foe. No one knows.
Visit jabberjawmedia.com for more shows like this one.